Hey guys, Autumn here. We are talking nutrition today. I am answering your questions. Let's get to it. What is your favorite dessert from Fixate? Ooh, that's an easy one. The brownies. I love a good brownie, and the brownies in Fixate are delicious. They are a very decadent, dark chocolate tasting brownie, and there's a secret ingredient in there that helps keep them very healthy and gluten-free, so I don't feel bad when I have one. What tips do you have for healthy eating while you travel? It depends on how I'm traveling. If I'm traveling far, like as in I have to get on an airplane and I'm gonna be out of town for several days, or if I'm just in my car, maybe doing an hour or two drive away. But I'm always prepared. So even when I'm heading to the airport, I have snacks in my purse that I know are healthy for me. Like I'll throw a banana in there or an apple in there, a baggie of raw almonds, sometimes carrot sticks and celery or sliced up cucumber in a baggie. Obviously, I don't go too long. I don't let them sit for too long without eating them because they're not being kept cold. But I always have that. I always get a bottle of water before I get on the airplane. If it's a long flight, I might even pick up food at the airport, but I'm picky about it, so I try to stick to like chicken and vegetables. It's really hard at the airport. There's not a lot of great options, so bringing snacks with you is a great option. If I'm driving in my car, same thing. I'll have a little cooler packed of my meals for the day. I always have water on me whenever I travel, so those would be my biggest ones. How do you get your son to eat healthy, and how can I encourage my kids to eat healthy? My son is not the pickiest eater. I'm lucky that way, that he definitely doesn't give me as hard of a time as I know some kids do. But he has his days where he just, he isn't feeling it and doesn't want to eat his broccoli and that sort of thing. But we talk a lot about being healthy in our house. It's about what makes us strong, what makes it easy for him to skateboard or to run and jump high and things like that. So I try to keep it fun, and I talk about how his broccoli and his spinach and things like his vegetables are going to help him with his sports. He's really funny. He asks me why he doesn't have the squares on his stomachs like the guys in my video. He wants to know why he doesn't have a six-pack yet, because he's 6. But when I tell him those are things that grown-up men have, but that he'll have them and that eating his healthy food will help with that. And I have a very good friend of mine who is a bodybuilder, in addition to Sagi, but a friend that Dominic's known since I was little who's a bodybuilder. And he'll always say, how does Leo get muscles that big? And I say, because he eats his chicken and his broccoli and things like that. So I make it fun for him. That's how I encourage him to. But I also don't limit him. He is allowed to have some things that maybe I wouldn't personally have on a regular basis, but I do let him have it. Like I'll let him have pizza once a week. I buy sweet potato chips, things like that. So for kids, I try to keep it a little bit more balanced in terms of the healthy and still allowing a little bit of the fun in there. How can I incorporate Shakeology Boosts into the 21-day fix eating plan? Okay, so the boosts aren't very high in calories, so we don't count them as a container. So you can throw them all into your Shakeology in one day and you're good to go. It's not gonna affect your results. If anything, it's gonna help them. You're getting an extra dose of greens, you're getting an extra dose of fiber, and if you throw Energize in there, you get a little bit of caffeine, but not a big deal. So feel free to throw them in every day, and don't worry about the calorie count on there. You're good to go. Can I substitute dried fruit for fresh fruit in my 21-day fix eating plan? No, not the same. When you dry it out, you're taking out the water content, you're changing it, it becomes a little bit more sugar. I want you eating fresh fruit. If you do it every once in a blue moon, that's okay, but it should be fresh. That's the best plan. Which meal plan do you follow? 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme? Depends on where I am at in my training and what I'm training for. Day-to-day life, 21-day fix, but if I'm getting ready for a photo shoot or to shoot a new workout program or something like that, I'll dial it in a little bit more and I'll follow 21-day fix extreme. How did you come up with the recipes in Fixate? Oh my goodness, there's 101 of them. I didn't come up with all of them. Let's see. My brother came up with several of them. He's a chef. I worked with the nutritionists on staff at Beachbody, so we combined came up with some of them. Some of them are just favorite recipes that I've sort of used and developed over the years, but it was a combination of a bunch of different things. I really wanted to focus on all the different areas of your day, like your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your desserts, your cocktails. Like I wanted a little bit of everything in there. And what I did was I would say like, oh, I want to see a recipe that's a healthier taco recipe. And then I'd sit down with the nutritionist and I'd be like, what about X, Y, and Z? And we'd sort of tweak it together. And then I'd say like, how about this salad? Or how do we get this salad dressing? Or I want this dessert in there. But it really was a team effort to come up with all 101 recipes. But it was fun and collaborative, and that's how we did it. That is it for your questions. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.